Hi everyone, welcome back to another class with me. I'm Mackenzie. I'm going to be taking you through a 45-minute yoga flow session tonight. The focus of tonight's class is going to be a little bit of leg balance, strength, kind of just focusing more on hips and knee strength as well as overall balance. So what we're going to do is just go ahead and get started in a nice comfortable seat wherever you would like, but preferably on your mat. I'm not really sure why I said that, but on your mat. Go ahead and just cross your legs and we will come to a nice comfortable seat here. When you get into position, if you want to play any music on your phone, feel free to do so. You probably won't be able to hear my music. And once you get settled in, feel free to gently close your eyes, let your hands come to your knees. Stacking each vertebrae on top of each other, building a nice, neutral, tall spine, not trying to strain or force anything just yet. Go ahead and just take a few deep breaths, just however you normally breathe. Maybe noticing the rise and fall of your chest. Noticing any sounds in the room that you're in. Bring some awareness to the temperature of the room. Maybe noticing if your ribs are expanding and collapsing. Good, and on your next inhale, bring your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, bring those shoulder blades down your back, putting them into your back pockets. Bring those shoulders away from your ears. Good, we'll take that a few more times, moving with our breath. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, shoulder blades down and back. Good, really exaggerate this movement here, bringing those shoulders all the way back until you kind of feel a stretch, maybe a shoulder blade squeeze. Good, one more inhale. And exhale. Good, we'll extend the right leg out long. Keep your left foot in towards the inseam of your leg. And take a moment here, extend that spine up nice and tall. And then when you're ready, you're going to start to fold over that front leg. But you should feel a nice stretch all the way through the back of the leg. If you don't really feel it, or maybe you want to bend that knee up to make it more comfortable, you can also bring those toes back towards you. Kind of just make this forward fold your own. Maybe you want to work on some back mobility more, feeling a stretch along the back line of your spine. Whatever feels most natural to you, whatever will warm you up for tonight's class, feel free to do so. Good, slowly start to walk those hands back underneath you. Step those left toes outside the right knee. We're going to add in a nice little twist here tonight. So left hand comes back behind your hips. Reach that right fingertip up towards the ceiling. And then slowly rotate over to the left. So opposite arm, opposite knee. And then see if each exhale brings you closer, or I should say deeper into a twist. And we're going to take one more deep breath here. And slowly come back to center. Stack that left knee on top of your right. And this is going to get deep into that bent knee hip. So you're going to slowly come forward. Good. Walk those hands back up underneath you. We're just going to switch out the legs. So left leg goes long. Jeez, I'm already mixing up my words. Right toes inside the left leg. Nice long spine. And walk those hands out in front of you. Maybe bring your palms to the ceiling. Really kind of just surrender into this forward fold. Good. On your next inhale, walk those hands back underneath you. Step that right ankle, side of the left knee. Right hand comes back behind you and go into a nice little twist over to the right. One more deep inhale here. Exhale, brings you back to center. Stack that right knee on top of the left knee. So you're bringing that right foot more towards your left hip. And then maybe you scoot your hips back first. And then you'll find a nice little forward fold. We're going to do a pretty dynamic warm-up following this. We're going to go through a couple of chaturanga rounds. I'm going to run you through kind of one version of it and then another version, and I really want you to just listen to your body tonight. Focus on what your body needs. You can walk your hands back underneath you. Step those toes out in front of you, bend your knees up. We're just going to rotate the hips in and out. Windshield wiper those hips back and forth. Good. Then you'll come back up to center. Then however you want to get there, we're going to come over to our tabletop position. All right, you have a couple of moments here in this position to kind of just move freely, do whatever makes sense for your body. So maybe you want to take a couple of cat-cows, inhaling as you send your belly button down, and exhaling as you tuck that tailbone underneath you. Maybe you want to just move side to side. Maybe you want to take an extended child's pose. Just move in a way that is authentic to you for about 5 breaths. Maybe you just want to sit here nice and silent and still and just take those 5 breaths. Everyone take one more nice clearing breath. And then we're going to find our way back to center, bringing our shoulders over our wrists. Hips are over our knees. You're going to tuck your back toes underneath you. Spread your fingertips nice and wide. Press through the palms. And then when you're ready, you can lift the knees off the mat. We're going to hold it here for a moment. Keep breathing when you get here. Don't hold your breath. Good. See if you can hold it for another 5 breaths. One more breath. Nice and strong. On your exhale, press your hips up high towards the ceiling, coming into your first downward facing dog. Good. Take some time here when you get here. Pedal out the feet, maybe bending into one knee and then the other. Good. When you're ready to firm up your foundation, go ahead and spread those fingertips nice and wide. Press the ground away from you. Tilt those hips up towards the ceiling. Everyone's down dog is going to look a little different, so if you want to bend the knees, bringing them in towards your abs. If you want to extend those legs long, getting into the back line of the legs, feel free to do so. Good. Take a nice deep inhale here. And exhale, side out. Good. Inhale, your right toes are going to go high. Nice gentle flow here to start. Exhale, step that right foot through. Drop your back knee. Untuck your toes and like a wave go, rise up. Arms come overhead. Exhale, send your hands back down to the mat. Step your left toes forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Good. Inhale, like a wave, you rise up. Hands come overhead. Good. Exhale, hands through to heart center. Good. Again, circling the arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your toes back. Good, this is where you have some options. You can keep the knees lifted, or you can drop those knees down. Exhale, lowers you down to the mat. So keep your core engaged, elbows stay back. Good, inhale, press through the palms, reach your chest forward. Exhale, tuck those toes, send your hips high. Good, inhale, left toes go long. Exhale, step it through. Drop your back knee. Hook your thumbs and rise. Exhale, plant the hands, step forward. Good, inhale, reach that crown of the head forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Good, inhale, arms go high. Exhale, hands through to heart center. Good, really connecting with the breath during these movements. Inhale, arms go high. Exhale, forward fold, coming all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step both toes back to your high plank pose. Exhale, drop the knees, untuck the toes. And then slowly lower your body down, keeping that core engaged. Inhale, shine that chest forward. Exhale, you can just come back up onto your knees and then tuck your toes to your downward facing dog. We're gonna run through that 2 more times, adding on. Always an option to skip something I say, add something in, make this practice your own. Inhale, your right toes go high. Three-legged dog. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Drop that back knee. Inhale, arms go high. Exhale, cactus your hands out to the side. Good. Inhale, arms go overhead. Exhale, plant the hands, step your toes forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, circle arms overhead. Good. Exhale, left fingertips forward, right fingertips back, twisting over to the right. Inhale, arms go high. Exhale, forward fold. Good. You know what's coming next. Inhale, halfway lift to prepare. Exhale, plant those hands, step your toes back. Option to keep those knees lifted. Exhale, lower down into your half plank. Inhale, turn those toes down. Look up. Exhale, tuck those hips back up towards the ceiling. Good. Inhale, left toes high. Exhale, step it through. Drop that back knee. Hook your thumbs and rise. Good. Cactus those arms open. Good. Spread the collarbones. Squeeze your shoulder blades back. Good. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, plant the hands and step to your toes forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, opens you up to the left. Right fingertips forward, left fingertips back. Keep those hips facing forward. Good. Inhale, both hands overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Preparing for your chaturanga. Exhale, plant the hands. Step your toes back and lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, use your core to bring those hips back up high. And one more time, inhale, right toes high. Exhale, step it through, drop that back knee. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands come through to heart center. We're twisting over to the right, so left elbow outside of right knee. Good, press the palms into one another. Should feel a nice deep stretch all through the front of the left hip. Getting into that deep fascia. Good, take a nice deep inhale here. Exhale, come back to center and plant your hands. Good, step your left toes forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, arms overhead. Good, exhale, folding down. Inhale, halfway lift to prepare. Exhale, plant those hands, move through your vinyasa flow. Always an option to meet us in downward facing dog. Good, your inhale, send your left toes high, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it through, drop that back knee, hook your thumbs and rise. Exhale, prayer through to heart center, twisting over to the left this time. Right elbow outside of left knee. Nice deep inhale here. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, plant the hands and step your right toes forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, melt down towards the ground. Inhale, arms go high. Exhale, hands through to heart center. Good, gently close your eyes. Spread your toes nice and wide. Just finding a nice mountain pose here. Standing nice and tall, bringing the crown of the head towards the ceiling. A nice pose to remind you of your strength. Good, take a nice deep inhale. Open your mouth inside out. Good, inhale, arms come overhead. Exhale, forward fold. When you get there, separate your feet about hips width distance. Then we're gonna take a ragdoll forward fold. So opposite hand to opposite elbow. Let your head hang heavy. You can always bring a bend to the knee, or you can straighten them out to get a nice hamstring stretch. Good. See if you can let your head really just way down to the ground. Almost feeling as if you can feel some space being created between each vertebrae. Good. Coming back to center. Bring your toes to touch. Good. Send your hips nice and low. Arms are going to come high for your chair pose. Good. We're going to be here for a few breaths. See if each exhale you can get your hips just a little bit lower. Good. One more breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift to prepare. Exhale, plant those hands, step your toes back, and move through your flow. Good. Meeting in downward facing dog. Take some time to pedal it out. Good. Inhale, your right toes will go high. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Keep that back knee lifted, nice and strong in the back leg. Inhale, arms come high for your crescent lunge. Good. Take a nice deep inhale here. Exhale, you're going to swivel that back heel down. We'll open up for warrior two. Good. So heel to heel alignment. Bring that front knee out to the pinky side, really opening up into that inner thigh. Fingertips reach nice and long. Good. Inhale, we're going to reverse that warrior. Right fingertips high. Exhale, low lunge. Bring your right fingertips high, coming into a twist. Good. Option to bring that top arm back behind you, opening up just a little bit more. Good. If you did find that half line, bring that right arm back up high. Exhale, plant that hand, step your back toes in to come into your pyramid pose. So both toes are facing forward, straighten both legs. Try to see if you can get your heels on the ground and then just forward fold. Good. Maybe bringing your gaze towards your belly button. Getting ready to balance, strengthen the leg. Inhale, bend that front knee and look forward. Bring your hands a little bit in front of your toes, and then lift off of those back toes, coming into your standing splits. Good. Take an inhale here. Moving into a curtsy squat. Exhale, bring that knee to your back ankle. Good. Inhale, slowly press into that standing foot, coming into your one-legged Tadasana. Good. If you drop that left leg, no worries, just hop right back into this. Good. Your hands can come to heart center. You're gonna cross that left ankle over your right knee. We're gonna come into a balancing figure four. So once you feel like you have a solid foundation in your standing foot, and start to bend into the knee and bend into the hip. Good, adding in, similar to our chair pose, but a nice deep stretch into that back of the hip. Take a couple of nice deep breaths here. Good, slowly come out of that. Back to your one-legged Tadasana. Good, send those left toes back behind you, coming into your low lunge. Arms overhead. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right toes back, and move through your flow. Awesome, we're gonna take that on the other side. Should start to feel it a little bit in that right hip. Inhale, the left toes go high. Exhale, step that foot between your hands. Keep that back leg lifted. Arms overhead for your crescent lunge. Good, reach that heel towards the back of the mat. Take a nice deep inhale here. Exhale, opening up to warrior two. Gaze can go over your front fingertips. Maybe you bring a smile to your face, reminding yourself of another Monday in the books. Good, inhale your left fingertips high, reverse your warrior. Exhale, windmill those arms down. We're coming into a low lunge twist. Right fingertips to the mat, left fingertips high. Good, exhale the left fingertips down. Step those back toes in so that you can get into your pyramid pose. So some nice straight legs. Both feet are facing towards the front of the mat. Good, check in your hips. See if you can pull your left hip back, right hip forward to kind of square off those hips a little bit. Good, inhale, bend that front knee, preparing for your standing splits. Lift those right toes off the mat. Good, we're gonna take another inhale here. Exhale, curtsy squat, bring that right knee down. Good, inhale, press through that left foot, coming up into your one-legged Tadasana. Hands can come to heart center, and then cross that right ankle over the left knee. Good, send those hips back. Coming down into a standing figure four, balance pose. Good, if you find yourself losing your balance, find a little spot to focus on, somewhere to put your gaze. Good, slowly come out of that, press into that left foot. Good, one-legged mountain pose. And slowly send those right toes back behind you, coming into a low lunge. Arms can come overhead. Exhale, hands come down. Last chaturanga. Go ahead and move through your flow. Nice job. Drop the knees down. Let's meet in a child's pose. Send your hips to your heels. Arms extend out long. Good. Check in with yourself. See if you're telling yourself anything. If you're judging yourself for anything. See if you can let that all go here. Good. On your next inhale, let's make this a purposeful one. So inhale through the nose and fill up those lungs completely. Imagine that air swirling around. Exhale, you can open your mouth and sigh everything out. So we're going to take 2 more breaths just like that. We're clearing away for the rest of the class, knowing we're going to start winding down a little bit. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Go one more time. Deep inhale. And exhale. Good. In your child's pose, kind of just snake your chest forward, and we're going to come into kind of just a, I don't know, back extension. So you press into your palms and just let your back kind of extend back without forcing anything, just letting it be a passive movement. Good, and then you're going to slowly come down onto your elbows, onto your forearms. Getting into a different part of your back here. Good, and then we're going to come all the way down. You're going to bring your right arm out to a goal pose. So bringing it out, kind of cactusing it. And then using your left hand as leverage, you're going to press through that left hand and get into a deep front of the shoulder stretch. Good, you can step your top leg back behind you for a little support. Good, slowly come out of that. We're going to take that on the other side. So left arm out to the side. Press through those right fingertips. So you feel a nice stretch in the front pec muscles here. Good. Slowly come out of that. Press yourself back up to your child's pose. And then walk yourself up to a nice comfortable seat. You can go ahead and get there however you'd like. When you get there, you can leave your feet on the mat if you'd like, or we can find a high boat pose, so lifting the toes off of the mat. Good, if you're gonna do this, bring that chest up, keep that core engaged. Good, we're gonna hold this for 5. If you have your feet down, we'll just do kind of like baby sit-ups. Otherwise, we're gonna do high boat to low boat. So we're gonna go for 10. Whenever you're ready, we're exhaling when we come back up. Inhale as you go down. Ready? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it up, high boat. Good, exhale, slowly lower yourself down to the mat. Good, bend your knees up. Check in with your pelvis, see if it can tilt back and forth. Good, and then we're gonna tilt it so that you can feel your low back on the mat. Place your hands beside you, and we're gonna take a nice bridge pose here. Engage your core before you lift your hips. So if you wanna feel your core engaging first, then go ahead and lift those hips up. If you find that you're pressing up really high and kind of losing that core engagement, just bring it back down so that you can fully get the benefits of this pose. Good, exhale, lower down. We're gonna take that 2 more times, holding it for about 20 seconds. Good, on your exhale, the hips go high. And then when you get there, remember to breathe. Squeeze your glute muscles. Very nice. Exhale, lower the hips down. We're gonna do that 1 more time. Option to add in a challenge if you'd like. So lift your hips up, and then you're going to open and close the knees. Good, try to see if you can keep those hips lifted up. Keeping that belly button towards the spine. Good, 1 more. And lower the hips down. Good, bring both knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a hug. Feeling grateful that you just moved your body for over a half hour by now. Good, we're gonna find a nice happy baby pose. So options, you can hold on to the knees, you can hold on to the ankles, or you can grab hold of your 2 big toes. And then just let your legs fall out to the side. Good, when you get here, it's a very good pose for adductor relaxation, pelvic floor relaxation. So go ahead and imagine those muscles just lengthening. Good, and when you're ready, we can come back to center. Option here to have a little bit of time to take any other poses that I might not have brought you through. Otherwise, if you're ready, we're going to just have a few moments here at the end of class to enjoy some relaxation, some quiet, and just soak in all of the benefits of the movement that we did today. So go ahead and you can find a nice, comfortable resting posture. You can do one like I'm doing, where the legs are or the feet are together, the knees fall out wide. You can bring the knees together and the feet out, kind of letting the knees fall into one another. And also just extend those legs out nice and long. Finding a Shavasana. Good, maybe wherever you are, you want to maybe grab a blanket or a pillow. Maybe turn the lights down a little bit and just enjoy the next few moments of class. Notice your breath returning to a more natural state. I invite you to do a whole body scan, maybe noticing any areas that you can let go of. Let your mind and body be quiet for the next few moments. But always know that you can stay here for as long as you need. But if you're ready, I invite you to start waking up the body by wiggling your toes and your fingers, waking up the nerves that travel through every inch of your body. Go bring your arms overhead. Take a nice long body stretch as if you're just waking up for the first time. And you can bring both knees in towards your chest. And go ahead and roll off onto one side. Then you'll ever so gently push yourself up to a nice comfortable seat. You can cross your legs, your hands can come to your knees, or they can come to touch in front of your heart. Thank you so much for carving out a little time tonight to practice yoga and come together virtually to just connect and move our bodies. I hope you enjoy this wonderful week we have ahead of us, and I hope to see you again soon. Namaste.